So, Splitgate 2 is a game that I've been super excited about. Something I actually got a chance to play the alpha and got a chance to play some early content, early access alpha with some other content creators. It was a ton of fun. I like the changes that they made to the game. I think Splitgate 2 has longer legs than Splitgate 1 and everything else in between. But so then when they announced that when they're going to release the beta, I was going to be like, hell yeah, let's get into this. I want to jump in and play some more Portal Warfare and kick some ass in the beta. And the cool thing about the beta too is that it's supposed to launch and stay open until the launch of the game, which then would lead to the full launch of the game, right? So really, this is much more of a soft launch that we got for the open beta for Splitgate 2. Oh my god, words are just leaving my brain right now. When Splitgate 2's beta launched, it was not any better way to say, but a complete mess. Like, there's no other way around it. That it's just exactly what's happening. And now, lastly, so now we have some updates when it comes to what's happening with Splitgate 2 and its open beta / soft launch, if you will. But yeah, if we go back to like some of the stuff they're talking about, saying experiencing issues with launching the game on PS5 or attempting to go back to an old build from our last alpha to get things up and running. Contents from store purchases are taking a while to show up on accounts as some people were buying things in the game because there's like founders accounts and things, founder bundles that people could buy into, and they just weren't showing up on people's accounts. Delays in XP progression, just like not showing up at all. I saw plenty of people in my comments in my last video talking about like they weren't even getting XP for playing the game and stuff like that. And this progression is going to carry over to the full release of the game too. So this is like a legit actual issue with the game right now. And also saying that update on the bots in the beta. While working on improvements in the server stability, we determined that these issues were also causing new players to be placed into more onboard bot matches than intended. Rolling out a fix for that. Also talking about, so they got a full update talking about all the updates and things that they're changing, but they literally had to take the servers offline. They shut things down and they're like, we'll get back to it when we can. We'll open it back up when we actually get things up and running. With server stability, purchases not working, XP not XPing as it should. It's been a mess. And we actually even got a message from the CEO, Ian, talking about this. And I wanted to kind of showcase some of the stuff. So this is what he messaged us on the 23rd. We have a couple messages from him, but I want to follow up with you guys here on this one here. So this is what he said on the 23rd.
Hey guys, this is Ian Peru. I'm the CEO and co-founder of 1047 Games. I just want to say I'm super sorry on behalf of myself, Nick, the whole team at 1047. Obviously, this is not the spot we thought we would be in 24 hours after the launch of the beta. We thought we would be in great shape by now, and obviously that's not the case. We're really sorry. Like, I mean, this is what we've been working on for years. What I've personally been working on since college 10 years ago. Like, this is, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Dude, again, this is like what really hurts me too when it comes to Splitgate 2, because this isn't just like your typical like AAA game with a big budget and it's trying to be a free to play live service shooter, yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff. But like, this is like developed from a group of people who just like, this started as a dorm room project that they just put up on Steam, and people ended up really enjoying it once it made the console release, and like grew into this, like organically grew into this large thing. They got too big where they had to stop Splitgate 1 development to make Splitgate 2. And this is like this really effectively was the release of the game, to then not have it function as intended. Not good at all. Definitely not intended, you know? But recently, Ian did kind of come back out with another update here just recently, just a few hours ago from the making of this video / live stream here. And I kind of wanted to showcase like all the things I've changed about this. I did post it on my YouTube channel here, but let's hear right from the guy himself on this one right here.
Lots to update you on. Some good, some bad. I'm tired. I'm just going to ramble, and we're going to see what comes out of my mouth.
You can tell he's having look at that beard neckline. Look at that neckline on that beard, dude. This guy has been just working every day since he's been awake. You can just tell this guy's been awake.
But here's the state of the world. Obviously, the team is working their asses off right now. We're making a lot of good progress. I'll start with kind of the good things and what we're doing, and then some of the bad things. So, good things.
Thank you much for the follow there. Appreciate you, man.
Been very stable for the last 48 hours or so. basically, the actual core gameplay, right? Log in, hit the play button, match make, get a game, do it again. That's been super, super stable. The game servers have been running very, very smoothly. The other good news, things we've done in the last, 48 hours, however long it's been, we have fixed progression. That said, it's a little sporadic and it's a little delayed sometimes. So there is definitely a chance that you will play the game, you will not see progression. You are still getting progression. It just might come in a few minutes later. Not ideal. We are working on it. The bad news, challenges are still not working. We pushed to live last night. We've been trying to kind of band-aid that part of the system. The truth is that part of the system is the worst part of the system right now. That is like the thing that we need to actually fix. So that's our top priority today. And
which made for me like challenges. I'm like, whatever. I mean, is there any like XP progression tied to the challenges? Anyone in the chat's played Splitgate 2's beta? I just played the alpha a bunch. I don't think there were challenges in that. Maybe there were, but I just didn't really bother with it. If there is like some challenges, like you unlock more XP for progression or something like that, I can see that being like a really big issue. If it's like anything like Halo's progression system, and then that would definitely be a major issue with the game going on right there.
Instead of band-aiding it, we're basically rewriting it and re-architecting it because that needs to scale way better. And obviously, like, these are complicated issues. So, a lot of these things, they didn't pop up in alpha because we didn't have as many players. They don't pop up during our internal playtests. So it's unfortunate, but we are on it. The other good news is we have Linux support. We had always intended to have Linux.
I'm surprised they put Linux support as a thing. Like, who plays on Linux? Like, how many people are playing on Linux, man? I know, like, Windows kind of traps you into the ecosystem. Apple absolutely traps you into their ecosystem. And Linux, I guess, is just for those people who are like really want to be like the libertarians of PC operating systems, I guess. I don't know. I think challenges are tied to battle pass progression. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, there is like a battle pass that is for this alpha, which is kind of like not alpha beta. That's kind of a smaller one. There's going to be a new one like at the full launch of the game. And then, so they talk about like how they got the XP working, the servers are up and running. Some of the purchases that you'll make, like some of like the founder packs and stuff like that, which are like $30 bundles for like for cosmetics and stuff like that. Those are working. Those should be working as intended. And if you're not getting them, they told them like, hey, hit support or just message us on Discord to get that working properly. So at least it sounds like they got the servers up and running. Well, I haven't had any time to jump in to play Splitgate 2. I've been just busy making videos, and then of course the Battlefront 2 stuff happened. I'm like, well, okay, I gotta jump in and play Battlefront 2, while the getting's still hot, while the lobbies are still populated. So I was kind of curious about, like, confused by like the essentially the soft launch of the multiplayer, soft launch of the game really here for the open beta, which progression transfers over to the full release. I mean, I'm not sure how much is going to change about the game, what kind of feedback you can do within the time that they're probably planning to release the game this year. But honestly, like I talked about in my previous video, like Splitgate 2 actually does have a pretty decent opportunity to pop off this year as a first-person shooter, just because there really isn't that much in the way of competition. Like, yeah, you got your average Call of Duty experience. You got the next Battlefield game, which might come out this year, but there's no Halo experience. There's nothing really else out there. There's like a live servicing multiplayer experience, except besides the games that are already out. But like Apex Legends is looking kind of cold right now. Destiny is definitely not doing so great. It's some of the lowest popular account they've had in a long time. Marathon's definitely getting delayed now that we know about like the marketing plans being delayed or canceled for Marathon. Fair Game's definitely not coming out this year either. So I'm just trying to think like what are other kind of like live servicing games that would keep people from playing Splitgate besides like Warzone, like there's an opportunity there for this game to really pop off and do something. Because I like what they did here with Splitgate 2. I know some people like the original Splitgate a little bit more, but I think it kind of just like builds on that foundation of the original Splitgate and kind of goes more into like the graphics are a lot better. I think the gunplay is a lot better as well. The sounds are way better. I'd be assuming like a whole live service experience is gonna be a lot better as well. They did mention about a little bit of a skill-based matchmaking situation with the game, but it's gonna be much more like widened kind of skill gaps rather than like Call of Duty or even Halo, where it's much more tightened and really sweaty and stressful. Like it just needs to be like another fun, casual shooter experience. And hopefully we get that with this game. But oh yeah, there's also a Forge mode. That's in this game. That's like basically unlimited content they can put in for maps and things like that. We've seen major forgers like Unique and Duquesne from the Halo community come in and make maps for this game as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Forge maps or Labs maps, I guess is the way they call it, make their way into the multiplayer of the game. Like, it definitely would help out when it comes to development of just content in general. Yeah, GTA 6 isn't coming this year either. Like, only competition it really has around this year would be like maybe Borderlands 4 for shooters in general. Maybe this is why they released this beta here. So then if they release the game and something's completely busted, that they could at least take some time to fix it up and deal with any issues. Because if this was like the full release of the game, then yeah, we would be seeing some major issues when it comes to this. Would be making a lot of stories, like IGN and Games Radar, and maybe Paul Tassi would talk about it as well if it was a slower news day. Because it is like technically a beta. It kind of gets like the little like, oh no, it's okay for now. Oh yeah, you got Arc Raiders coming out later this year, so that's like its one major competition. But like I said, like I want this game to succeed so badly, just because the people who are making this game are actual, I don't know, just like people are making a game out of passion that really want to make something fun and exciting for people to play with. This doesn't have like the backing of like these. I mean, it does recently get some funding, and like I said, this is a game that just came from the roots of just a college dorm room trying to make a fun game for people to jump into play, and people played it a lot. And they got a bunch of funding, big influx of funding, and then they decided to go big on the next game. And I'd rather see a game like Splitgate 2 succeed than have another $40 bundle in Call of Duty Warzone make more money. You know what I mean? Even though that's kind of the case where we're at right now when it comes to the gaming industry as a whole. Like, Splitgate 2 is fun, man. Jump in and play it while you can. Like, it's a good game. Please play it. Please.